Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another live Google Hangout here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We want to thank you and welcome you to another broadcast. We're excited to have you with us. As always, brothers and sisters, we're coming to you with the best of the best in the Nation of Islam, the best information as far as wealth building is concerned. And I'm happy to be with you again, another broadcast. And we're happy that you decided to join us this Sunday evening. My name is Daryl Muhammad, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, Mosque number 45. I'm here by myself tonight, so we're going to move forward because the show must go on, brothers and sisters. You need what you need, and no excuse will do. So I'm here by myself. We're going to provide you with the content we promised. We're going to talk about money, brothers and sisters. We're going to share with you those secrets, all right? The secrets that the masses of the people do not know. The 85% will never find out. Brothers and sisters, this platform is here. It's designed for the believers. We want the believers to get this information first. Just like Master Farad Muhammad came to us first, we want this information to come to you first so we can use it and we can build an infrastructure so when our people come to join us here on Black Wealth Empowerment Live, we will have some things in place. All right. So welcome once again to Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout. As always, brothers and sisters, if this is your first or 1000th time, you know how we do it here. It's all about networking. It's all about connecting the pieces of the Nation of Islam together. All right. The nation, as far as headquarters is concerned, cannot do everything. Just like Washington, D.C. doesn't do everything for its citizens, Chicago cannot do everything for us, and we shouldn't expect it to. They've given us an opportunity to connect as believers, and using this modern technology, that's exactly what we're doing. We're connecting the believers together so we can be one united force as far as building wealth for ourselves, our family, and our nation. So brothers and sisters, right now, go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Enter your name, what city you're from, your mosque, and your business. We want to know what business you're in. All right? Unless you're a secret undercover business, you don't want anybody to know about it, but then that wouldn't be business. So tell us what you do. Tell us what business you're in. Put a flyer in there. Put some kind of advertisement in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Brothers and sisters, put your link, put your web address in there. All right? Put your web address in there so the believers around the world who participate in BWE Live can find you, can connect with you, and can financially support your business. That's what it's all about here, brothers and sisters, at BWE Live, Black Wealth Empowerment Live. It's about talking about money. It's about putting money on the table. You know, we as black people and people in general, they don't have money conversations in their home. That has to change. Invite your husband to the broadcast. Invite your wife to the broadcast. Invite your children to the broadcast. If they're old enough to ask for money, then they can learn the science of money. All right? So put that in there. Put your information in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, brothers and sisters. Put that right now. Now, if you're here for the first time and you're wondering, what is this private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group? That is the platform that we use to connect. That is the platform we use to get to know each other, to find out what we do, to support each other. That is where we go to enter our notes, from these broadcasts. The nuggets that you get from these broadcasts, brothers and sisters, put them in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. So you wondering, how do you join? Well, you look right below this video. There's a link, livevirtualnetworking.com. livevirtualnetworking.com. Click on that right now. That'll take you to our Facebook group. Now, if you're already on Facebook, go ahead and open up a tab. You should only have 2 tabs open. One is the Facebook tab, and one is this broadcast tab. Brother and sister, close everything out. All right, this is a very serious platform. Talking about wealth is serious. Talking about wealth is something that you have to give your full attention to. You treat it part-time, it will deliver less than part-time because it demands your full attention. All right? So, if you already have your Facebook open, look in the left-hand corner of Facebook. You see the Facebook icon with the search bar right next to it. Put in there Black Wealth Empowerment. Black Wealth Empowerment. That'll take it to our page and click join. Click join right now, and that will give you access to the community. We're a community within a community. BWE, Black Wealth Empowerment Live, is a community within the Nation of Islam. All right, brothers and sisters, so do that right now. Introduce yourself. Since I'm by myself, I'm going to go to our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, and let's see who's there. Let's see who showed up on time. I did notice before we went live, we had a few viewers, few members that are already waiting for the broadcast to begin. Remember, brothers and sisters, leaders do not show up on time. Leaders show up early. All right? Leaders show up early. This is a platform to build and create leaders. Build and create leaders for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to go out into the world, teach Islam, and teach the people how to take their natural resources, which is themselves first, and then the land. Put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook. Hashtag resources, first yourself, then the land. All right? So go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, brothers and sisters. Put your name, what city that you're from, the mosque or study group that you belong to. All right? What is your business? What is your business? We are obligated to support each other. What is your business? Let us know, and we're going to shout out to you right now. So while I go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group here on my handy dandy smartphone, we all should have a smartphone, brothers and sisters. All right, let's see. All right, Sister Charlotte Muhammad, Mosque number 32, Phoenix, Arizona, owner of Majestic Designs, LLC, interior design services, organizing home and your office with soft goods, draperies, throw pillows, and modest women clothing. You can reach Sister at Majestic Designs with an S, Majestic Designs LLC at cox.net. All right, brothers and sisters, thank you, Sister Charlotte. You're one of the faithful few. You're one of our A members. And of course, Sister Brandy Muhammad from Columbus, Ohio, Mosque number 43. The name of her company is Just Yummy Bakery Columbus.com. This is a family business. All right, and of course, we have our brother, the one and only Michael Carlos Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum, dear family. Brother Carlos, Michael Carlos Muhammad, check it in. BlackWealthTraining.com. BlackWealthTraining.com. Make sure you go there. We're all one happy family. If you believe in the law of abundance, there is no scarcity. There's enough for everybody. And that is Muhammad's Mosque number 32, Phoenix, Arizona. And we have Brother Darren and Sister Jennifer coming from Phoenix, Arizona, Mosque number 32, 16 years in customer service. All right, brothers and sisters, thank you so very much. We're happy to have you with us as we go. Sister Brandy says, leaders show up early. That is absolutely correct, Sister Brandy. Thank you so very much. All right. See who else we got here in the queue. Okay. All right. So that's it for right now. So as we continue, brothers and sisters, once again, this is Black Wealth Empowerment Live, Google Hangout. We're happy to have you back. We're coming back from our Holy Day of Atonement holiday celebration. But before we go into that, we want to welcome our new members. Brothers and sisters, as we stated, October is a membership drive month. And I don't know, somebody's been out there recruiting, if you will, a lot of members. Sister Cheryl, I saw her name out there. Thank you to everybody. As the minister said, if you invited just one person, we thank you. All right, because we're on a mission, brothers and sisters. We're on a mission to help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in this lane called wealth. In this lane called wealth building, wealth creation. This is just a lane of a nation. This is just a lane of a civilization. This is just a lane of what's required. And we say wealth, we're talking about financial wealth, but all of the wealths. Because there's more than just financial wealth. There's mental wealth in health. So we're happy that you joined us today, brothers and sisters. We're moving right along. So I was saying about the membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On behalf of myself and Brother Jesse, he's not with us today because, as you probably seen, if you're Facebook friends with him, he was up in Austin doing our Father's work. It was in San Antonio, Austin, San Antonio. I think it was Austin, doing our Father's work there, and he was supposed to join us live from there, but the schedule changed, and he's coming home tonight, so he's actually en route right now and could not be with us. But he was doing the Father's work, brothers and sisters, and make no mistakes about it. That work is paramount. That work is priority. So I'll hold it down, brother. Hopefully, Brother Rodney Assad will be joining us shortly. He can help me lock it down. But that's why we have to continue to improve this platform, continue to expand this platform. Brothers and sisters, you are leaders. All right, we're creating leaders. This is designed for you to come on to this broadcast. All right, your wealth grows in direct proportion to your personal growth. All right, you're on a computer, you have a webcam. It's time for you to join us on Black Wealth Empowerment Live. That's why we start the Speakers Bureau. All right, so let's move right along. Let's see what's going on with the new guests. We're going to welcome all the new members, I should say, and there's a lot of them. All right, Sister Brandy and Sister Charlotte Strong in the Private Elusive exclusive Facebook group. Thank you so very much, sisters, for tweeting those comments. We're going to post them as they come in. But let's get to the guests. Yes, Sister Charlotte, you made it to the A-list. Praise be to Allah. Just bear with me, sisters and brothers. Now, brothers and sisters, unfortunately, or fortunately as it may be, we're getting a lot of requests from non-registered members of the Nation of Islam. I don't know how they're finding out about the group, but just remember, brothers and sisters, this is a invitation-only group, which means that it's for believers only, invited by believers. All right, this is a group that we're in we're in the incubator, if you will. All right, we're pregnant, as the ministers say, with a baby, and it's not time to give birth yet. All right, it depends on the development and the growth of the baby. So, brothers and sisters, we need for you to continue to invite believers of like minds, believers who want to take action, believers who want to make a difference for themselves, their family, and their nation. This is invitation only. So unfortunately right now, and I really hate to do it, but unfortunately right now, we're not accepting, or we're only accepting believers in the Nation of Islam in good standings, of course, that we can definitely verify, because we do check their profile to make sure it is nothing crazy on their profile. And I'll have Brother Jesse talk about that as far as branding and how everything that is public represents you. All right, here we go. Here we have Sister Andrea, I believe it is, Sister Andrea Muhammad. Let's welcome her to the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. And as always, regular members, founding members, as they come in, as we accept them, go in and welcome them to the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. Brother Bilal Muhammad, my brother that used to be here in Houston. Brother Bilal, welcome, welcome, Brother Bilal. Sister Melanie Jones Muhammad, let's welcome her. Sister Tanisha Muhammad. Oh, brothers and sisters, I think there's over 35 believers who are waiting to join us. Over 35. All right. So thank you very much. Brother Derek X Hughes, welcome. Brother Quincy X Cole, welcome. Brother Quincy. Brother Eric Muhammad. Sister, let me see if I can get this right. Help me out. Fabre Muhammad, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group and Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brother Sean Muhammad, welcome. Sister Mary Muhammad, welcome. Brother Antonio Muhammad, welcome. Sister Nefertari, welcome. Now this sister, I saw her on another broadcast, very similar to this one. Actually, they're my mentors. This format you see, I got it from my mentors up there in the East Coast, Trevor Otts and Shay Brown. Shout out to you. But this sister is a member there. I heard her name mentioned, Muhammad. And there's some other Muhammads that pop up every now and then on their broadcast. So I reached out to my sister, and Sister Nefertari is here with us, the Private Elusive Exclusive. We have J. Continence Muhammad, Sister J. Constance, Sister J. Constant Muhammad, Brother Rashad X, Brother, I guess this is Brother Ruby X, Sister Kayana X, and Brother Delanton X. Let's welcome them as I bring them into the group. So remember, brothers and sisters, choose several of those believers. Click on there. Welcome to the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. Brothers and sisters, there's no other group on the internet, in live broadcasting, video chat, video broadcasting, and in Facebook like this group. I haven't seen any. There's some similar, but there's none like this, meaning specific down to the specifics of this broadcast for believers only, talking about building wealth, talking about connecting the believers together. So let's move quickly through. We have Monique X, Fatima Muhammad. We have Jose X Gonzalez, our Latino brother. Welcome, Brother Jose. Brother Othello Malik Muhammad. Welcome. Brother Elijah. Let's welcome him. Brother Ivan X, my brother up there, I believe in Dallas, right here in the Southwest region. Then we have Deshane Muhammad. Welcome, brother. Brother Brian K. Muhammad Sr., Brother Desmond G. Muhammad, and Shaka Muhammad. Let's welcome all these believers who are finding out about Black Wealth Empowerment Live for believers only, because you, brothers and sisters, you, the committed, spreading the word. So thank you very much. We got a few more. Let's see. We got Arnetta Muhammad. We have Desmond G. Muhammad. We have Shaka Muhammad. And my brother out of Chicago, Illinois. I've been knowing this brother for several years. I love this brother. He has a good spirit. He's part of the tech team there at Mos Mariam. We would like to welcome our brother, Brother Raymond, Digital Savior, he called himself, Muhammad. So let's see. All right, looks like we have Sister Trey Muhammad right here from Houston, Texas. Welcome, Sister Trey, a powerful sister and organizer. She just recently organized the singles function we had here with brother and sister. We have Miranda Muhammad. They're coming in as we speak, brother and sister. Trace, I believe, is pronounced Muhammad. Lakeisha Muhammad. Welcome, sisters. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So I think I caught up. Brothers and sisters, welcome once again to Black Wealth Empowerment live. This is your brother Daryl Muhammad coming to you from Houston, Texas. We're moving quickly through the program because we got something very special to share with you this evening. We're talking about the 4 corners to a strong financial foundation. All right, strong financial foundation. Okay, so part of our program, as always, brothers and sisters, we want to pay it forward. All right, we want to pay it forward. What do we want to pay forward? We want to pay this broadcast forward. We want to let the world know about Black Wealth Empowerment Live. So what do? You look right above the video here. You got a couple of links. All right, right above the video, you want to click on the Facebook like button. That's going to tell everybody that you're liking this broadcast. That's going to go to our Facebook page and like it there so we can add up our likes, okay? And then the second one is the Facebook share. Now, here's what you need to do. Let's follow instructions because you have to type some information there before you send it out. Facebook share. Type in hashtag BWE Hangout, Google, it's BWE Hangout space we are live joiners. Let's try that again. Hashtag BWE Hangout space we are live joiners. Now when you type that in, make sure you put all of it in space after Hangout. So hashtag BWE BWE Hangout space we are live, come join us. So you type that in and then press comment or submit. All right, that'll go out to everybody on all your Facebook friends, and they'll see where you are and they can join us. So you want to do that. Then you have your Twitter. Same thing with Twitter. Click on Twitter, type in hashtag BWE Hangout space we are live, join us. We are live, join us, brothers and sisters, and that's going to send it out in the cyber world there in Twitter land and let them know that you're committed. All right, because one thing about social media, let me tell you something about social media. People are always watching, but you don't know they're watching. They're going to say, Charlotte's on that thing again this Sunday? She must be committed. Brother Darren's on that thing again this Sunday? What is this thing about? What's going on? Let me see. So the more of us that do this, the more it'll ripple throughout the Nation of Islam, and they're going to want to know what's going on. What are the believers doing? All right, so you want to do that with Twitter, you want to do it at Instagram, you want to do that with Pinterest. All right, brothers and sisters, so let's go ahead and pay it forward. Now you might be wondering, I never heard that before. What is pay it forward? What is paying it forward? My definition of paying it forward is when you commit an act of kindness to other people, not looking for anything in return. Let me say that again. Somebody put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. All right, put that in there right now. Paying it forward is when you perform an act of kindness to someone else without looking for anything in return. That's what you just did, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you just did, brothers and sisters. An act of kindness. You're just letting those know, your friends, in Facebook, in Twitter, in Instagram, in Pinterest. You're letting them know, hey, this is worth your time. Hey, this is something that you and your family can benefit from. I'm investing my time, so therefore I think is worth you investing your time. All right, that's paying it forward. Pay it forward, brothers and sisters. Make that a habit, not just on Sundays on this broadcast, but make it a part of life. All right, so now besides that, brothers and sisters, we want to recognize all the believers who are active in Facebook, in our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. It's all about taking action. All right. We have so many. We have Sister Cheryl and we have Sister Brandy. We have Sister Jennifer, Sister Marva, Brother Markland. I mean, the true and the faithful, the ones that have built this platform. Daryl didn't build it. I couldn't build this by myself. Those that I'm mentioning help build it. This is their platform. BWE belong to them, belong to you all who are here, who are putting in the work, who are putting in the time, who are putting in the labor, who are participating. This is an active participating platform, brothers and sisters, and we have a lot of those who participate, and we want to recognize those. Sister Denise, my sister right here from Houston, Texas, always participating throughout the week. Always participate. Sister Brandy, I mentioned those. Of course, Brother Michael Carlos Muhammad, he's always giving. All right. He did a video and I posted it on talking about the wealth psychology. Brother and sister, you have so much here. You don't really realize what you have at your fingertip. So it is our job here at Black Wealth Empowerment to hopefully make the message so clear that you'll know what it is that you have so you can take full advantage of it. So you can build wealth for you, your family, but most importantly, your nation. So we just want to recognize a few because it's all about recognition, brothers and sisters. It's all about recognition. So we're part of a campaign here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We're part of a giver's economy. A giver's economy. See, that's a muscle that we have to exercise. All right. And you build it strongest when it's hard to give. That's when you build your giver's muscle the strongest, when it's hard to give, when you are in need, but you give anyway. That's when you build up your giver's strength. And that's what we're doing. And how do you do it? You do it by reps, they call it in the gym. You do it by repetition, over and over and over again. So when we started this broadcast, we started with the mindset of joining on with this global campaign, this giver's economy. Giver's economy. What is a giver's economy? Giver's economy is when you outgive other businesses in your market, in your industry. It goes like this. A business who outgives their competitor, excuse me. But Brother Assad told us we don't have competitors, we create. So a giver's economy is one who outgives others in his industry, will out-earn others in his industry. Let me say it again. The business who outgives other in his industry out-earns others in his industry. So we want to give, brothers and sisters. We want to be a part of that. So this platform is not about making money from the membership. It's about giving. It's about giving away value. It's about giving away these trainings that people spend thousands and thousands of dollars for. You'll spend $800 and $900, $997 easily to get this from Robert Kiyosaki, to get it from, Laurel Langmeyers. These are some of my teachers. To get them from Dave Ramsey, to get them from, you name it. You'll spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get what you're going to get here for free. All right. So giver's economy, brothers and sisters, giver's economy. So we're giving. Are you in business? Would you like free advertisement? Well, good. Contact Brother Lawrence. His advertisement is popping around here. It says official designs, I think it says. Okay. Reach out to Brother Lawrence. Get with him. Get your flyers made. And then on the next broadcast, you can have your flyers showing up around the broadcast. Free advertisement, brothers and sisters. Sister Brandy, I should have your flyer by now. All right. Those of us in business, Sister Diana, I should have your flyer by now. Sister Charlotte, I should have your flyers from now. Brothers, I should have your flyers by now. Let me tell you what one of my mentors told me years ago that I learned. Years ago. He said, you can tell, now put this in a private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. You can tell how bad somebody wants something by how they go after it. Let me say that again. You can tell how bad somebody wants something by how they go after it. Okay, so get your ad spots. Contact Brother Lawrence today after this broadcast. He has his email there. I think he has his telephone number there. Reach out to him. I talk to him every week because he does the flyers for Black Wealth Empowerment He's our in-house graphic designer. Get all your graphic work done by this brother. Your logos, your flyers, whatever it has to do with graphics, this brother can do it. He's good. He's quick. He's a believer. All right? We have to up our game, brothers and sisters. We have to up our game. So I should now get a flood this week of flyers to put. We're giving that away. We're giving away free consultation. All right? For those that are listening for the first time, you watch it, free consultation from one of our experts. I'm happy to have connected Sister Jennifer and Sister Mildred. They got together. She posted her testimony, and I put it there in the group. Brothers and sisters, the believers who join us on this platform, the believers who come on as guests, our experts have committed to this giver's economy. 15 minutes of free consultation from myself in the area of business and personal finance, personal empowerment, networking, real estate investing. Brother Jesse, as far as blogging, as far as speaking, okay, as far as anything that has to do with social media, Brother Jesse. Brother Rodney Assad, he's traveling now. He's a professional, inspirational speaker. That's what he does for a living, brothers and sisters, not on a hobby, not spare time, part-time, sometimes. This is what the brother does for a living. That's why he's not with us now as far as this broadcast, but he said he was going to try to get on before it's over because this brother speaks for a living, inspiring people. Why would he inspire other people when he has a whole nation to inspire? That's what this platform is all about. All right. So you email me if you want free content, and it's only one per person. One per person. One per person. So choose myself, Brother Jesse, Brother Assad, or Sister Mildred. Sister Mildred is a speaker as well. You should have just check out the broadcast. She's been all over the major networks, the major television programs. Major ones. All right. But she deals with domestic violence, another taboo topic for society in general and Nation of Islam in specific. All right. If you want to consult with her, reach out to me. She deals with that. She deals with trauma. She deals with those type of topics that evolves around domestic violence. And that's not just for women. They're men too. All right, brothers and sisters. So free. We're giving away free interviews. Come on as a guest so we can interview you. So we can interview you and find out what you're doing. Our first one was Sister Diana with Deja Vu Designs out of Chicago, Illinois. She came on. You don't have to speak. We just interview you and you talking to the camera. So free interview, free guest. Guest is when you come on and you actually present. All right. All that's free, brothers and sisters. This is your platform. All right. This is your platform. This is for the believers of the Nation of Islam right now. But we have to hurry. We have to hurry. Because as I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, there's other brothers and sisters who are not members of the nation. I have to press the ignore button. Ignore. And there's one brother keeps on popping back up. And just imagine how that looks. They don't want me to join. They don't want me to join. See, then it becomes a personal thing, but they don't understand. All right. So I'm having to ignore them. So hurry, brothers. Hurry up and get in position. Hurry up and qualify yourself for the post that awaits us, which is leaders of the new world. So hurry up and get in your leadership position. Hurry up and position yourself. Let Black Wealth Empowerment Live and all the experts and our guests come on to give you the pieces of the puzzles that you need to position yourself. All right. And on that note, and let's move quickly, brothers and sisters. On that note, talking about giving. The last time we were on, Brother Jesse was on, and we talked about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Wow, what a man, what a man. We talked about him before Holy Day of Atonement, stating that he will pay for the venue. But as you watch, or maybe you were there in Kingston, Jamaica, you heard just like I heard them say that the minister was giving away the secret relationship book and that lecture. The minister is our example, brothers and sisters. If there's anything of righteous that you and I are trying to do, just know, rest assured that Farrakhan is doing it, has been doing it, and will continue to do it. He outgives anybody and everybody. He paid for the venue, he paid for the books, he paid for the DVDs, and he gave it to our people. So if you're in business, what is it that you can give? What is it that you can give? If you need help, reach out to me. All right? If you need help with some ideas, reach out to me. What can you give? I'm a seamstress. What can I give? I'm a baker. What can I give? I make bow ties. What can I give? I'm a consultant. I'm a counselor. What can I give? Reach out to me. Email is Daryl@blackwealthempowerment.com, or just go to the Private Elusive exclusive Facebook group and reach out to me. I'm there all through the week. All right. So once again, brothers and sisters, welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. If you just joined us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Daryl Muhammad, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. Brothers and sisters, I am solo tonight. But we're moving on. Brother Jesse's on the road, coming back from, I believe it is Austin or San Antonio. I get him confused. But he's coming back. He's with his family. He's driving. He couldn't be with us. He sends everybody the greetings and says that he hates that he can't join us, but will be with us next week. Brother Assad, the other co-host, the honorary co-host of Black Wealth Empowerment Live, he's also traveling, but he will be joining us again next week, if not later on in this broadcast, as soon as he can get home and get settled. Okay, brothers and sisters. So, with that being said, let's move right along in the program. Now, there's something that we started to hear recently. I got it from my mentors. It's called the social media flash mob. Social media flash mob. Social media flash mob. It's just a portion of it where we could have some extra fun. All right? Talking about wealth and money and stuff doesn't have to be morbid. It should be fun because it will give life to you, your family, and it will give life that extends your own very own life if we do it right. Okay, social media flash mob. Well, what is that? This is my first time. What is that? That's how we want to start the broadcast. That's after we go through the housekeeping and formalities like that. We want to do the social media flash mob. Social media flash mob. That's what we together we just mob social media with the same message. Mob social media with the same message. So here's what I want you to do. Listen very carefully. All right? Open up the Facebook share. Open up the Facebook share. Type in hashtag BWE Hangout space. I'm so grateful. Don't submit it yet. Don't press comment. Just type that in right now. Hashtag BWE Hangout space. I'm so grateful. Brother Minister Farrakhan said last week, you know, he wanted us to come to Jamaica so we can see the people. So we can experience something different. So we can have a comparison between our condition and condition of other people around the world. All right? And then we can be grateful. Then it can be more apparent why we should be grateful. We should already be grateful. But sometimes we get immune to what we have and we become ungrateful. But we should always be grateful. So the flash mob goes like this. You should have already in your shared box, Facebook shared, hashtag BWE Hangout space. I'm so grateful, period. Now, this is how it works. At the count of three, count down to three. At the count of three, you hit submit, and I will say, I'm so grateful. All right? You ready, brothers and sisters? We're having a virtual reality social media flash mob. We flashing, we mobbing social media. We're sending out ripple effects throughout Facebook to let them know there's a small group of us that's getting bigger that are so grateful. All right. So at count of three, you ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm so grateful. All right, brothers and sisters, thank you so very much. Now, here's what I want you to do. Post in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Do the same thing. Put hashtag BWE Hangout Space. I'm so grateful. And then put in there what you're grateful for. Put in there what you're grateful for. In the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group right now, put hashtag BWE Hangout Space. I'm so grateful. And then state what you're grateful for. All right, brothers and sisters, let's do that right now. Let me go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group here on my handy dandy. Uh-oh, my phone is dying. Handy dandy smartphone. This is live broadcast, brothers and sisters. This is live. This is live. All right, you got Sister Nita wanting to join. Let's welcome Sister Nita Muhammad. All right, look like we got Brother Wesley, the doctor. Brother Wesley, welcome, Brother Wesley. Hopefully you're watching. Continue the scholarly work you're doing, brothers. Thank you so very much for joining us, Brother Wesley. We're bringing him in. Chantel Muhammad. Chantel Muhammad. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And let's see who this is. Forgive me, sister, for mispronouncing your name. Hania Muhammad. Welcome to the private, elusive Facebook group for Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Okay, now let's see what's happening in the group. Excuse me, brother and sister, for turning my back on you, but I'm by myself here. Usually have my brother Jesse Muhammad, Mr. Twitter Army himself, helping me with this, but hey, the show must go on. The show must go on. All right, Sister Denise says, I'm so grateful for life. Sister Brandy said, I'm so grateful. Sister Charlotte put the giver's economy in there. Social media mob is about to happen. Sister Brandy, thank you, Sister Brandy. All right, pay it forward. Sister Cassandra, right here from Houston, Texas. Thank you, Sister Cassandra, for posting. You're welcome, Sister Denise, for the shout out. Brother Munikai Muhammad from Japan. Brother Munikai Muhammad from Japan is with us this afternoon, brothers and sisters. Thank you very much. And I think Brother Assad got it right, so hopefully that is right. Munikai Muhammad from Japan. He's logging in live with us from Japan. So welcome, brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just excuse me for turning my back. Let me just approve all these comments. Okay, so I'll prove some more of those comments later. Brothers and sisters, we want to welcome you to Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Daryl Muhammad here from Houston, Texas. Brothers and sisters, we put this platform together unequivocally to help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I've been in the financial empowerment arena, if you will, industry, awareness, consciousness for a very long time. All right. I was a stockbroker for Dean Witter, was a stockbroker for 6 years, and real estate investing and a lot of other things. But there was a curiosity that I really picked up in high school. Brothers and sisters, in high school. And we're here to help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan with Muhammad's economic program. And we believe that we can do that by helping the believers raise their level of economic consciousness, to help stimulate the economic consciousness of the believers. Because there's a law that says where attention goes, energy flows. We want to understand what wealth really is. Is wealth what we see on TV? Is wealth what we see on Fabulous Lives of? Is that wealth or is that riches? What's the difference? So we want to know and understand what is wealth and what's required to be wealthy. Not what's required to have wealth, what's required to be wealthy. And brothers and sisters, we want to make sure that we're clear going into the game, if you will. We want to make sure that we're clear that there's a price that we have to pay for wealth. And unfortunately for some, but fortunately for others, you have to pay the full price of wealth. Wealth is never on sale. It's never at a discount. There is no shortcut. There is no scheming way of being wealthy. We have to be willing to pay the full price to be wealthy. And we have to understand that whatever that price is, brothers and sisters, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth us going through what's necessary to build wealth for ourselves, our family, but most importantly for our nation, so we can help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan beyond the $18 a year. Brothers and sisters, that's the minimum. That's for the least of us that are capable financially to participate. That is the minimum. Don't let the minimum be our maximum. That is the minimum. We should do that monthly. We should do that weekly. So we're building a platform for believers to come, to challenge their fears, to challenge their apprehensions, to challenge the misprogramming that society has given us about worthiness. Because you'll never be wealthy unless we feel that we're worthy to be wealthy. So we can move forward and conquer this world and conquer any objective that we have. Right now, one of them is to build wealth. So that's what this platform is here. That's the mission of the platform, to help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He said 100 million acres to start out with, minimum 100 million acres. I think he said 100 million, 100,000, whatever it is. We need to have the money to get it for our minister, and it's very hard to do it with wage earnings. Somebody correct me, Brother Wesley. Somebody correct me. It's 100 million or 100,000 acres of land. All right, because we want to be correct today. All right, now the platform we're doing it is the Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout platform. We're doing it by connecting the believers in the Nation of Islam with the business people in the Nation of Islam, so we can connect and pool our dollars. Thank you, Sister Charlotte, for putting your photo up there with the bathroom, Freedom bathroom tissue. Thank you, brother. Who was that with their little baby with the bathroom tissue? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So to connect the believers who are consumers, and we all are consumers, to make us aware of believers in the nation who have products that we already buy, we need to take that money from our enemy and buy it from our brothers and sisters. So to connect the consumers, to connect the business people together so we can collaborate. Observe the dealings of the white man. They're coming together and collaborating. Why? Because they know what's going on economically. They know that they're better and they can survive longer together, unity, together, than they can isolated, being rich, isolated. So they come together and they merge and they have collaborations. That's what we're doing here. Brother Assad, he's collaborating with us. Brother Jesse, he's collaborating with this platform. We want to collaborate with you. What business are you on? Brother Wesley, we want to have you on here. We want to highlight authors of the Nation of Islam. If we're buying books, which we should be buying books, we should be buying some of Brother Wesley books in the A-Team, the Allah Team book. Those books are powerful. Just like we need to have our own scholars, we need to have our own platform of wealth from the perspective of the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So to bring us together, to teach and train the business people, we have to take what we do, brother and sister business people, entrepreneurs, speakers, authors, we have to take it to the next level. We have to maximize social media. We have to maximize the internet. There's a whole group of millionaires, multimillionaires, billionaires, off of the internet. Surely we should be able to support our family off the internet. Surely we should be able to contribute as much money as we want to our nation from the internet. So we're bringing these speakers together who have that knowledge. We're bringing the information, brothers and sisters, and bringing it and giving it to you as members of Black Wealth Empowerment Live. That's what this platform is all about. Make no mistakes about it. If you want to be ma and pa about it, then you don't need to be on this platform. That's not what this is about. This is about somebody that want to live to the fullest potential that Allah has put in them to be financially free and go out and get others. It's something we do in the process, not after becoming. We go out and get others and bring them in the fold in the process, not after we get a little change in our pocket, after we get our Range Rover, Brother Daryl, after you get your nice home and your multiple homes. That's not when we go get our brothers and sisters. We go get them now and say, "Ooh, look what I found. Come check it out. Tell me how you like it." Man, we finally got a platform for believers only, dealing with money, helping us get our finances together. That's what we're going to talk about tonight, getting your finances together. You don't want to be rich, but no, you should have a strong financial foundation. You don't want to be a business person, that's fine, but you should want to have a strong financial foundation. That's what this platform is all about, brothers and sisters. And it just amazes me how as Brother Nuri said, money's not everything, but it's right there up to oxygen. How we all need money, but we're not on these platforms trying to learn about money. We all need money. And as George Fraser says, after we finish meeting and exhausting with these planning sessions, it all boils down, well, okay, now who's going to write the check? Who's going to write the check, brother and sister? I want to be one of those that you come to write the check. I just want to scratch the check. All right, that's what I want. That's who I want to be. Who else want to be in that number? Put it in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group right now. Put it in there. I want to raise your hand if you want to be in that number. Say, I want to be in that number. I want to be one of those who just scratch the check. A.G. Gaston, one of our pioneer millionaires here in America. Look him up, A.G. Gaston. One of the first black millionaires here in America. He scratched a check for the civil rights movement. He scratched checks. We don't have anybody in the nation that can scratch checks. We all scratch checks. I'm talking about huge checks. I'm talking about where one or two or three of us on this broadcast and get together and write $1 million check to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We can put it in an escrow account and say, Brother Farrakhan, the group of us here, we're going to deposit $250,000 in an escrow account there in Chicago. Put Brother Burby's name on it. When you find some land or something you want, the money's already there. Go get it. See, that's beyond whatever little small stuff we trying to do, brothers and sisters. That's why we have to hurry up. All right. So I hope you're taking notes now. The private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. You want to put your notes in there. Because as I always say, a nugget to you can be a breakthrough for somebody else. But here's the thing. If you didn't know, brothers and sisters, did you know that note takers are money makers? Let me say that again. Note takers are money makers. People who are serious, take notes. Ask Brother Wesley. If you're serious, you taking notes. Note takers are money makers. So you got to take notes. But here, let me share with you something, a secret. What we do here on this broadcast, brother, we pull back the black curtains. We telling all the secrets that we know, that the wealthy know, that don't want you to know, don't want us to know. That's what this platform's about. We want to tell it. We want to be like our leader. We're going to tell it. We're going to tell it. So here's what you need to understand, brothers and sisters. Let me give you a science that you need to practice here on out. Your hands are digital recorders to your mind. Let me say it again. Your hands are digital recorders for your mind. Put that in a private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, because that's a nugget, and that will be a breakthrough for somebody. I just feel that's going to help somebody that's watching this broadcast break through to the next level, understanding that your hands are a digital recorder for your mind. So what you want to do, brothers and sisters, you write down the nugget. Then you type it in the private exclusive Facebook group. You write down the nugget. Then you put it in the private exclusive. Let me tell you the science behind that, brothers and sisters. When we accepted and joined the Nation of Islam, what is one of the first things we did to qualify ourselves to receive our holy name? What was it? It was write your Savior Day letter. Why? Because Master Farad Muhammad, Allah in person, knew that your hands are a digital recorder for your mind. All right? So write it down, then put it in the private exclusive Facebook group, because a nugget to you can be a breakthrough to somebody else. All right? So with that being said, brothers and sisters, let's move quickly. We're moving. Hey, business owners. I'm calling you out now. Pay attention. Woohoo! Business owners. Remember, this is for business owners and for consumers. Business owners, fourth quarter. Fourth quarter started October. We're 1 month into the last quarter of 2014. What are your goals? All right, we had some that emailed me their goal. Let me see. We got Sister Brandy. Thank you, Sister Brandy. I got them. Sister Marva, I got yours. Thank you, Sister Marva. And Brother Munakai in Japan sent me his. Thank you so very much, brothers and sisters. Those are us in business. Email me your fourth quarter goals. How much revenue increase, unit sales increase, and your marketing plan. How are you going to market? Because market drives revenue. Market drives unit sales. So what are you going to do extra, different, better in marketing to increase your unit sales and your revenue increase? Doesn't have to be dollar amounts. It can be percentages. But email that to me at darryl@blackwealthempowerment.com. Brothers and sisters, this is about taking action. Okay, we're going to do something special for everybody that does their homework. It's going to be something special. It's going to be something private. It's not going to be announced on the broadcast. It's not going to be in the private exclusive Facebook group. I'm going to respond to your emails. And we're going to do something special for those that are serious and respond to that assignment and get it to me before next Sunday. Because we got to move on, brothers and sisters. We got to move on. And so you got until next Sunday to email me. Everybody in business, with the sound of my voice, submit that information. We'll have something special and private just for you all. All right? All right, brothers and sisters. So that's what we want to do, because it's all about taking action. Remember what we always say here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. What is it? The universe rewards those who take action differently than those who do not. So take action. Consistent action. Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad says you got to take consistent, massive action. Immediate, consistent action. All right, brothers and sisters. So let's move right on. We got the book of the month, Brother Michael Carlos Muhammad. Man, he has that book to study of the month on fire. Those calls are on fire. Brother Michael Carlos Muhammad, we want to thank you, brother. Thank you for taking that mantle and running with it as if it is yours, because it is your mantle. There's no coincidence. We don't believe in coincidence. There's no coincidence Allah brought you on this broadcast with this format, with this mission, and you being a certified instructor of the science of getting rich by Wallace Waddle. They've been having calls. I've been seeing the post. Sister Charlotte, she on fire. She reposts the announcements of the call to make sure nobody misses it. That's what community is all about, brothers and sisters. We can actually take this virtual community and take it offline and become an actual physical community. And that's the direction that we're going in. This virtual reality is a platform to connect on, and then we get off. If you're off, you get on. Social media, on the internet. And if you're online, they call it. Or if you're on, we're going to take it offline, because that's where the work is going to be done. Us meeting together and getting this thing done. So we're going to continue. We're going to exhaust. Remember, brothers and sisters, it's the book to study of the month. Not book to read, book to study of the month. Start in September. We're in October. I asked brother Michael Carlos to exhaust that book, brother. Have a conference call and cover every chapter. And when you're done, we'll figure out something else, because it's about taking action, brothers and sisters. We have to stop, consuming. As I said once before, we consume and consume and consume, and then we become fat, spiritually fat, intellectually fat, financially aware fat. I mean, we just get more and get more and get more, and we do nothing with it. You have to take it, use it. Take it, use it. We are taught that the original man learns through experimentation, not just by learning what to do. All right. So we want to thank brother Michael Carlos Muhammad. Go on the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group and give him a virtual applause, and thank that brother for his time and his energy and his spirit. I wish he could have joined us today live so he can give us an update. Brother Michael Carlos, if you can make it, brother, get on so we can have you give us an update on the class and the spirit of the class, and just share with us. Just share with us. It's all about the spirit. All right, it's all about the spirit. All right, brothers and sisters, we're about to go in. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. I see viewers are coming on as we go along in the broadcast. They're joining us little at a time. Brothers and sisters, welcome to Black Wealth Empowerment Live, Google Hangout. I am your brother Daryl Muhammad, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. If you're here for the first time and you haven't done it yet, here's what I need for you to do. Go to our Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group and give us your name, your city, your mosque, your study group. What do you do for business? We are obligated to patronize you. If you're a believer in the Nation of Islam, you have products or services we already buy, we are obligated to buy from you. Brothers and sisters, we all use toilet paper or bathroom tissue. Get it from Freedom Paper. Get with Brother Kevin, I believe it is. Brother Kevin, or is this Brother Kevin, Marvin, one of our members. If you're a distributor for Freedom Paper, go ahead and post that right now. I forget who it is, but get the paper, the Freedom Paper, bathroom tissue. We all use bathroom tissue, so we need to get the bathroom tissue from our brother. All right? All right, brothers and sisters, thank you so very much. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Go to the Private Elusive Facebook group, put in your name, your city, your mosque, your study group, what business you're in, if you're a college student or whatever the case may be. Put that in there, brother, because we want to say hi. We want to say welcome. We want to say salam. We want to patronize your business. Because let me tell you something. I said it once. I'll say it again, and I'll keep on saying it. Here in America, you can climb to the highest mountain in America with the loudest bullhorn and scream from the top of your lungs, or you can get the most powerful sound system, Boys sound system that shatter glass and all that kind of stuff. You can go to the highest mountain in America with your Boys sound system that shatter glass and holler into the mic from the top of your lungs. Here in America, just here in America, I don't know about Jamaica. Here in America, brothers and sisters, my experience has been, unless we put our money where our mouth is, can't nobody hear us. Can't nobody hear us. Unless we're willing to put our money where our mouth is, it doesn't matter. Can't nobody hear us. We're the vanguard, brothers and sisters. People are waiting on us. And if we don't do the job, as the Quran says, Allah will bring another people. So come on, let's do the job. Let's get it done. Let's take these nuggets and use them. Give us your testimonies in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. Say, I read Brother Assad's book, and this is what it did for me. I'm in the conference call with Brother Michael Carlos, and put your testimony. Stop hiding the light under the bushel basket. Put your I took that training, Brother Daryl, how to turn what you know into cash fast, and this is what I done. Where's your testimony? We gotta let the world know that it's a new day and it's coming from the Nation of Islam. All right, brothers and sisters, so welcome, welcome, welcome to all the new members. You're in the right place. And to the young folks under 30, How about that? I know we got young folks over 30, but I'm talking to the young folks under 30. If you are young, you're under 30, and you own businesses, you're doing something in the business world, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Email me directly at Darrell, Darrell, at blackwealthempowerment.com. We're going to put together a platform just for the young entrepreneurs of the Nation of Islam. We want to hear from you. We want you to come on as a guest. We want to hear from Brother Hassan there in New York, who used to be here in Houston, that's doing some wonderful and amazing things with the bean pie. All right? The same young folks that got together Savior's Day, the future leaders of the Nation of Islam. We're not going anywhere without the young people. What did Minister Farrakhan say? Look at the faces. It's the young people. So help us to bring the young entrepreneurs onto this broadcast, the young folks that's about building their nation, so they can know that there's a wealth component to nation building. Not an income component, a wealth component to building this nation. So, brothers and sisters, welcome, welcome, welcome to blackwealthempowerment.com. And we're going to move in quickly into the money. Brothers and sisters, let me give you some time to get ready. This is the exciting part. This is the part I like. All right? This is the part I like, the money part. So go ahead, take a break, get you some water. It's just me, so I'm doing all the talking. Get you some water, brothers and sisters. Take you a little break real quick. Grab your pen, grab your paper. Remember, your hands are a digital recorder for your mind. For your mind. All right? So go ahead and take some time right now. Make sure your browsers are closed except for the broadcast browser and Facebook. Go ahead right now. Grab your pen and paper because we're going to go in. You see the dry erase board behind me. I hope you can see it. I'll move it closer. But we're going to get in some good stuff tonight. We're going to get into some of the things that I've learned, oh man, from my thousands of pages of reading, from me being a stockbroker and all the things that I learned to qualify myself to get my Series 6 license, Series 7 and 42, an insurance license, and being in that environment for 6 years. Going to New York, staying in one of the towers for 3 weeks, learning from the best of the best of the best. Working in I got my start in one of the top 3 brokerage firms in America at that time, Dean Witter. Okay, the same one that brother worked for that was on Pursuit of Happiness. He worked for Dean Witter, right? So it's the same. So, brothers and sisters, these years of my learning of real estate investing, my years of just reading books on wealth mindset, and as brother Michael Carlos called wealth philosophy. Okay, so it's a culmination. We are a culmination of the total sum of our experiences, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says. So what you're going to get is just a little bit. It's just a little bit, brothers and sisters. I'm putting together systems and programs for you that you'll be able to get here in the near future, because it's really unfair for us to present this information for you. You get excited. You see the possibility just to have nothing tangible that you can work through for the next 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, for the rest of your life. That is unfair to you. So I'm in the process. That's why this is part 2. Part 2. And we're putting this together. I'm putting it together. I'm getting it all, the infrastructures together, brothers and sisters. So in the next couple of weeks, when I do part 3, I give you my word. When I do part 3, sometime within the next couple of weeks, I'll have something that you can take with you, that you can make that a cornerstone of your wealth building, wealth creation process. All right. So go ahead and grab that as we get ready. Let me see if I can see who else is here joining us, brother and sister. Okay, my phone not acting right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, Brother Michael, I'm going to send you the link here shortly. Let me send you the link right now, Brother Michael, Carlos Muhammad, and see, can we get you on real quick and you can do the presentation while I queue up. Bear with me, brothers and sisters. This is live. This is live, live, live. See if I can find you in here, Brother Michael. Don't you just like this? Don't you just love live anything? Isn't live music better than pre-recorded music? Isn't that better? Isn't watching football live? All right, Brother Michael, I just sent it to you. Isn't live better than not live? Isn't watching performances live better than watching a DVD or video? Isn't seeing Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan better live than on DVD? Well, of course it is. That's why people spend so much money going to live events. Go to live events because there's nothing that can replace the experience of watching and participating in something live. Participating in something live. So we are live here, brothers and sisters. We're happy that you're with us. We're waiting to see if Brother Michael Carlos Muhammad can get on so he can give us an update on what's happening with that powerful weekly conference call that he's having from the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. That's quickly becoming one of my favorite books, Brother Michael. That's becoming one of my favorite books. And I can honestly say, because of what you've shared with us on these broadcasts and what you're doing on the calls, that has really helped me look at that book in a different way and get more appreciation out of it. I know Napoleon Hill gets a lot of credit with his Think and Grow Rich, which is another powerful book. But for some reason, that Science of Getting Rich, I like it because it's small. I like small books. It's small and it's straight to the point. It is straight to the point. So thank you, brothers and sisters, for participating in the book to study of the month. And as soon as that is complete, we'll see what's the next step. Because it's not about going through a whole bunch of books. It's not about reading. These are not novels. These are personal development books. These are personal development books. So that means we have to read them. We have to implement. We have to read them and make it a part of our lives. And that's where the rubber meets the road. And that's where the challenge begins. Okay. All right, brother and sister, brother Michael Carlos Muhammad, waiting on him to come on. If not, we'll continue to go through with the broadcast. Speakers Bureau. All right, that's gonna kick off now, since the Holy Day of Atonement is over. Brother Jesse said after that, him and Brother Assad are going to come together and we're going to go into some training. Some training, brothers and sisters. I can't wait. That's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for the training so that we can learn the science of speaking. The science of speaking. So I can't wait because I'm anxious because I'm in the process of doing some things and getting out there as a speaker and not as a real estate investor, as an entrepreneur, but getting out there as a speaker with an inspirational message. So I can't wait for that. And also, brothers and sisters, Sister Brandy, and all those that signed up, be ready, be ready to receive or look to receive, be prepared to receive an email from Brother Jesse here in the next couple of days, so we can start that training class. Because in November, which is next week, hopefully we will take the best students from the training and have you come on as guests to deliver your first message sometime in November. Okay. All right. So let's move right ahead. Let me go to the Dry erase board. Let me go to the dry erase board, brothers and sisters. And if Brother Carlos can come on here, I think I'm going to move it a little bit closer because I don't think you can see it too well from back there. So let me just move it a little bit closer. I had a song say a little bit closer, right? A little bit closer. Let's see. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. We making this happen, brothers and sisters. I'm by myself, so we making this thing happen. I think that's Brother Carlos. Excuse me, brothers and sisters. Bear with me. Let me get Brother Carlos. See if we can get him on. Let me see if I can get Brother Carlos on, because once I start, I don't want to stop. Brother Carlos, if you can get on here in the next minute. He said that he got. All right, brothers and sisters. So as we get ready to go to the board and then to the four corners of a strong financial foundation. All right, strong financial foundation. Let me just say, brother, as we get ready for this presentation, I know you can't see me, my head, but that's okay. You can see the board, which is more important here. But let me just show you some concepts right here, real quick, to get your mind right. All right, gotta get your mind right. So here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing. I learned this years ago. You can have $1 million income. $1 million income. If you can't see that, just kind of write down your notes freely to yourself. $1 million income. Okay? Once you understand money, brothers and sisters, when you understand the concept of money, then you can easily have $1 million income without having $1 million. Let me show you. If you had $1 million in the bank, right? And let's say you're getting 5% conservatively, because you don't want to risk your $1 million, because this is all you have is $1 million. That would be $50,000 a year that $1 million investment or asset will kick off. $50,000 a year. Well, there's people that make $50,000 a year, right? Which is about $4,166 a month. So if you're making this amount of money a year, you're making the same kind of income if somebody has $1 million that's generating 5% on an investment. That's income. That's income, brothers and sisters. All right, we got to understand what we're saying here. That's income. Now, you have a job here where they have or a business, but most of us have a job. All right, so here you have asset. Their asset is $1 million. Our asset is a job. So we're talking about income here that's generated from their $1 million asset. Talking about income here that's generated from a job. Not good and bad. I'm just showing you how numbers work. I'm just showing you how the concept of money and income works. I'm helping you make this paradigm shift. Okay? So you can have somebody that's living the same way of a person that's got a job that's making $50,000, but they're a millionaire, not a job-naire. They're a millionaire, not job. See, that's the difference. That's the difference. Okay? So this is how you can have $1 million income. I said $1 million income. I didn't say have assets in $1 million. I didn't say a millionaire. but you can have $1 million income. $1 million time a conservative investment of 5%. You won't get that in the bank. You're getting about 1% in the bank now. All right. And then that's 50,000. Now, what this doesn't include is inflation. All right. And we'll get more to this particular stuff later. All right. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I just want to show you some concepts so you can start looking at money differently. You start looking at money differently. You won't look at money the way the masses look at money. You understand money differently. You understand that money is income. Money is resource, is revenue coming in to your household. All right, revenue coming into your household. Let's get into the training now, brothers and sisters. Let's go quickly. So if we have some time left over, we get Brother Michael on if we can get him on. All right. So here's what we're talking about. We're talking about the 4 corners of a strong financial foundation. Let me see if I can get my head in here, because that's almost not polite to be. Let's see what we can do here, brothers and sisters. Because I know you won't see your brother and the board, but maybe I should sit down. I'll be right back. All right, brothers and sisters, we're going to go into the training right now. Brother Michael, Carlos Muhammad, if you can hear me, then try to get on, and we'll bring you on at the end. All right, let's see what we got now here, brothers and sisters. Welcome to live. Okay, all right. So we're talking about the 4 corners of a strong financial foundation, okay? 4 corners. So you got your paper. Just follow along if you can't see the board too clearly, all right? But here's what we're going to do here. All right? 4 corners. So, all right? Go ahead and make that on your paper. Top left-hand corner, put income. All right? See that? Over here, put expense. All right? The box below income. Let's see. Can you see it? Box below income. Okay. Box below income, you have tax. All right. You pay taxes, right? Should pay taxes. All right. And then over here, you have debt. So here are the 4 corners. And let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. What we're talking about right here is not how to get rich, not how to be wealthy. This is really personal money management. This is personal money management. This is financial literacy. All right. Financial literacy. Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said in the Twitter book, somebody asked him about financial literacy. He said, everything you need to know is in Message to the Black Man. So brothers and sisters, go to Message to the Black Man. Make that the foundation, the mindset that's going to apply these strategies and techniques that I'm going to share with you. All right. Make no bones about it, brothers and sisters. People spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get what you're getting right here. So don't take it for granted. I spent hours and hours of reading to come up with this, to put the pieces together. All right. So the 4 corners. So apply this. All right. And you will become financially free. Financial freedom is your step to wealth. You can't be wealthy and not financially free. Financially free is the qualifier, is the prerequisite to building wealth. Because at some time you'll become financially free. You cannot continue to build wealth and don't become financially free. You have to become financially free first. All right. So income. But so there's 2 types of income. There's earned income. All right. Earned income. Now, it's also called linear income. All right. And then the second one is passive or residual income. Passive or residual income. All right. Earned income is your job. Earned income is when you trade time for money. That's the opposite of financial freedom. That's the opposite of financial freedom. All right. The objective of financial freedom, brothers and sisters, is to buy your time back, to make enough money in the second type of income to buy back your time from a job. All right. Are we clear? All right. So earned income is your job. And we got passive income or your investments. Okay. All right. Investment in other vehicles that kick off cash in a passive and residual way. Okay. Is that clear? So that's income. Now, the masses of the people, brothers and sisters, they focus on income. Excuse me. How much money you're making. All right. It's always how much money you make. But we're going to learn, you're going to learn, and you're going to realize it's never how much money you make. It's what kind of money you're making. What kind of money you're making. Put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Ask the question, what kind of money are you making? What do you mean what kind? Is it earned income or passive residual income? Wealthy people make passive residual income. The Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan makes passive residual income. He's not trading time for money. They give him an honorary to speak. He give it back. he's not doing time for money. He's not saying, okay, I'll come and speak 2 hours. You pay me X number of dollars. That's not what Farrakhan does. Now, he does take honorary to build a nation, but he doesn't trade time for money because he has this kicking in from, he has residual income coming in. We give charity week after week after week. Number 2 poor. That's income to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That's weekly. Okay? So we need to follow our leader, but we can't follow him if we don't understand in some cases, or we're not aware, or we're just oblivious. We just don't know. So I'm showing you how wealth building is right in line to what we've been taught, is right in line to our teaching. So we don't have to be afraid anymore. We don't have to be apprehensive. But what we do have to make sure we're clear on is what the minister said. The minister said, whatever problem that you have is rooted in a spiritual problem. So whatever financial problem we have, brothers and sisters, I have, you have, we have, is rooted in a spiritual problem. So that's what we need to work on first, is the spiritual side of our problem. And then we can come and implement these strategies. All right? With understanding comes clarity. All right? So that's income. So what you do, brothers and sisters, you take an assessment. Where do I make my money from? How do I make my income? Is it earned or is it passive? Remember, there's no right or wrong answer. It just is. And what would you rather have? Would you have passive income where you do something one time and get paid month after month after month after month? Wouldn't you like to do that? Wouldn't you like residual and passive income where you invest that dollar once and it grows? That $1 grows to $2, grows to $5, grows to $10? Instead of taking that $1, pay your light bill, got to go get another $1 to pay your light bill again next month. Which one would you prefer? What kind of income? So what we have to do is assess where's our money coming from, what kind of income, and then find ways to generate that same income in a more desirable way. And there's nothing more desirable than passive. Who wouldn't want to make money while they sleep? Who wouldn't want to make money doing something one time and getting paid over and over and over again? Who in their right mind wouldn't want to do that? If you don't want to do that, you're not in your right mind. If you're in your right mind, you should always take passive residual income over earned income. All right? earn income. So that's income. The four corners of a strong financial foundation. You get these right to any extent, you're on your way, brothers and sisters. And over the years, you'll get better. Over the years, you get better. Over the years, you'll get better. And where your attention goes, energy flows. You focus on these things and you'll be surprised what comes your way. Now, expenses. Basically, expenses are what they call living expenses. All right? Living expenses. Okay? And you have your major living expenses, food, shelter, and clothing. And then you have your minor living expenses. Everything that you spend money on, brothers and sisters, to live. See, what we do many times, we paint a rosy colored picture. We don't want to know the truth. The beautiful thing that I like about money is this. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. If you be honest with your numbers, it'll paint you the reality of your financial situation. Doesn't matter how many degrees you have. It doesn't matter what post you have at the mosque. It doesn't matter what your mama think about you. It doesn't matter. If you be honest with the numbers will be honest with you. And you're doing this at your kitchen table, in the quiet of your home. So there's no need to lie or fudge or put on rose-colored glasses. So when you're dealing with your living expenses, brothers and sisters, you want to include everything. The major ones and also the minor one. What a lot of people do, they just list a major one and say, oh, I got extra money left over at the end of the month. But they don't never see it. It's because they've left out these minor expenses. Your cell phone bill. Okay? Paying toll on, toll road expenses. See, every little thing, right? Whatever our lunch that we might buy or a little, bottled water. Every little thing. And we'll get into more strategies on how to identify these minor things. Because what they call these minor things that we don't track, they call them financial leaks. Financial leaks. Okay, the little add-ons to your cell phone bill. Right? They might charge you to have your cell phone bill mailed to you, so they charge you $1 extra a month to actually get a physical copy of your bill or your cable bill or whatever. Okay, these are minor things. The money that you gave to your child to go to the movies. All right, you got to calculate that. Minor things. So living expenses. Living expenses. These are daily consumptions. What do you consume on a daily basis? The easiest thing to do is to get a receipt, put in your pocket. Get a receipt, put in your pocket. Get a receipt, put in your pocket. That's just good habit to make sure they charge you correctly. Because people make mistakes. Most people don't ask for receipts, and they don't look at the receipts. If you want to have what other people don't have, you got to do what other people don't do. It's an easy mathematical formula. So your expenses, brothers and sisters. This is what Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, live within your means. Okay, this is what some experts say, live on 80%. 10% you invest in yourself and 10% for your charity. So the way you reverse engineer this is just look at your income now. Just determine your income. Your income is $4,000 a month. Just times that by 80%. That's what you should be living off of. What's that? $3,200 should be your $3,200 should be your total living expense, daily consumptions. And now what you do, now you get you say, okay, my rent, mortgage, my food. I always start with the big ones because those are the easy one. A car note, insurance. See, now you start subtracting that and you see how much of that $3,200 a month you have left. We're reverse engineering this. I'm showing you some tricks that they don't want you to know, brothers and sisters. They don't want you to know that. But in business, if you're going to own a real business, you're going to have accounting, you're going to have a balance sheet to where every penny is going to be accounted for. You can start learning the discipline required to run a corporation by running your household, your personal financial household. That is your first corporation. That is your first economy. If we can't run that, don't have the discipline to run that, we need to develop the discipline to run our home like it's a business. You are the CEO of your home. Have family meetings, schedule family meetings to go over with your wife or your spouse or your brother, your sister, your family, your son and your daughters. They see us soldiering, they see us selling paper, they see us sacrificing, but a major part of our life is money, and what do they see of that? And then they learn the bad habits that we've learned from the bad teacher, the world. All right? Because it's not in the best interest of the world for people to save money and to know these skills. It's all right for a few, but not the masses. That's why they don't teach it in school. If they wanted you to really know it, you'll learn it in school. I'm talking about junior high. If the children are old enough to ask for money, they're old enough to learn money principles. See, that's how the enemy looks at it. That's why they're targeting children on cartoons. They program them to ask for money, but who's programming them to learn the science of money? That's the parents' job, not the money merchants. Their job, they're doing their job. They're teaching our children to ask for Cocoa Puffs, to ask for McDonald's. We got to teach our children these principles. If the message said don't read your children fairy tales, then we can teach them this. Read them the supreme wisdom. If they can, to whatever extent that saturates their brain, they'll be more than ready to understand this at a very early age. Okay, so that's expenses, income, expenses. Now, here's the thing, brothers and sisters. Here's the thing: taxes. Taxes. You have income tax. That's the main one. Then you have property tax if you own property, and you have sales tax every time you buy something. The sales tax. You can't control you can't control your property tax to a certain extent. That's real estate investing. We'll cover that on another training. Can't control the sales tax. The biggest thing in what the messenger was talking about, we should be exempt from income tax. That's what he talked about. So that's what should be our focus. Now, it's not about what you make, brothers and sisters. Those that get excited about what people make, they don't understand what we're talking about here. They don't understand money philosophies and money principles. It's not what you make that counts, it's what you keep. What you keep. And the number one culprit to taking your money is the tax man. He gets his off the top. If you got a traditional job, he gets his off the top. Before you get yours, the tax man gets his. Now, we're going to go on some trainings on how you can flip it on the tax man. How you can flip it on, say it again, how you can flip it on the tax man. Because there's legal ways to flip it on the tax man. And you're going to learn that here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, brothers. So that's why you got to get here and get some more believers so we can learn these strategies and then we can pool our resources. Like we're going to do here very shortly in Detroit. Taxes, not how much you make, how much you keep. Put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. It doesn't matter how much you make. It's how much you keep. Now, the Most Holy Elijah Muhammad said in the back of the newspaper, Muhammad Speaks Now Final Call newspaper, we should be exempt from all taxations. Now, brothers and sisters, if you know the enemy like I know the enemy, if you're going to wait for him to become benevolence, I should say, and admit his wrong when the brother told us in Jamaica, they walked out of the meeting. If you're going to wait for them to exempt her from taxes, then you got another thing coming. But here's what I'm here to tell you this. There's laws in the tax book that makes it legal for you, for me, for us to reduce our taxes. I do it every year. Been doing it since I started investing in real estate. Every year, brothers and sisters, every year. We're going to teach you that here on this broadcast. If you're just hanging there with us, just be patient, because personal development is first. We don't need any more underdeveloped people with wealth. All right. So what you're going to learn is how to reduce your taxes. You're going to learn tax strategy. Sister Shirley and the other sister that does taxes to reach out to me so we can have you come on and teach these strategies. I'm not a tax professional, but if we got them in the membership, then you come on, step on up, stop hiding behind the sycamore tree, and teach your people how we can use the laws that the enemy put in place so we can exempt ourselves from taxes. Don't you know among the rich it's unpatriotic to pay more in taxes than what you should pay? Do you know that Bill Gates spend more in income taxes? Warren Buffett spend more the same amount or a little bit more in income taxes than his secretary? Warren Buffett. Because Warren Buffett has tax professionals. He has tax, not tax, what they call it, preparing your taxes in December, or I should say in January, February, you get your W-2. He has tax planners every quarter, QTR. Back to that quarter again, business people. He has to pay his taxes quarterly. You might not have to pay them quarterly, but it's still quarterly. They plan quarterly because he has to pay the IRS quarterly on payroll taxes, and he probably files his personal income taxes quarterly. Back to that quarterly, brothers and sisters, quarterly. We can't think like a regular person and just look at a 30-day calendar. We got to think in quarters, Sister Brandy, Brother Markland, Brother Darren, all of those in business, those of us in business. This is what we have to do. Taxes, not how much you make, it's how much you keep. There's legal ways that you and I can write off things that we already spent our money on that would save us money on taxes. We can exempt ourselves from tax legally. I'm not a tax professional. That's why we're going to bring tax professionals on here to advise you. And then you get with a tax professional that's used to dealing with tax reduction strategies. Not a tax preparer, a tax planner. Sister Shirley, reach out to me because we need to get you on board and get you on the team so the believers can come to you for some advice and guidance. So reach out to me tonight, Sister Shirley. All right? Taxes. So the 4 corners of a strong financial foundation. Just 4. The 4 is the number of foundation. If you're going to have a stable house, you got to have 4 strong corners. Income, earn residual passive. Expenses, living expenses, major and minor, everything that you spend. Daily consumption. All right? Live off a portion, 70, 80%. Okay, you got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in your future. You have to invest in your nation with your 10%. Okay? All right? Expenses, then you have your taxes. See, we have to do things legally so when the enemy come after us, we can be squeaky clean. Because here's what you need to think about, brothers and sisters. If you study the history of the mafia, especially way back Al Capone and those boys, right? If they couldn't get them on anything else to put them in jail, what did they always can get them on? Taxes. Taxes. Taxes is a catch-all. If they want to get you, they can't get you for anything else. Get you on taxes. That's a catch-all. So we got to get ourselves out of harm's way, brothers and sisters. We got to make sure we self-employed, that we do things right, so we won't become easy prey for our enemy when they increase their attack on us. All right, we got to remember whose we are, and we got to remember who we are. Taxes. Now, debt. All right, debt. You got consumer debt. You have we got home is your debt. You got credit card debt. You got to get medical debt. Debt is just money that you owe people. Money that you owe people, brothers and sisters. That's debt. Debt. I should say this is consumer debt. I think I said that. Consumer debt. Your car note. Your house note. Consumer debt means debt that's acquired for consumption versus commercial debt. You're familiar with Robert Kiyosaki? He said his rich dad taught him there's good debt and bad debt. And all debt's not bad. He said bad debt is consumer debt. Good debt is commercial debt. But most of us, when we talk about debt, we're talking about consumer debt. Debt as a consumer. Debt to live. All right? Debt to survive. Debt to enjoy the nicer things in life. School debt. Oh, Lord have mercy. How can I leave that off? School debt. Most Elijah Muhammad said debt is slavery. Why? Because you got to work for the debt. You're not working for your nation. You're not working for your freedom. You're working to pay off this debt. So we should be debt-free of consumer debt. Mr. Farrakhan borrowed money for Gaddafi. That wasn't consumer debt. That was commercial debt. That was to build our nation up commercially for the Salam. Right? So that was commercial debt. Farmland, right? Took out a loan. Farm, see, that's commercial debt. That's not consumer debt. So debt is what you owe somebody. Debt is slavery. Because you got to work for them as long as you owe them money. That money got to come from somewhere. And 85, 95% of most people get their money from a job. All right? Hope we're clear on that. So we want to wipe out this consumer debt, this credit card debt. We want to wipe out the school debt. We want to wipe out the medical debt. Your home. I'm going to show you ways when we get into some more training, how you can wipe out, how you can accelerate your mortgage for those who have a home. And I'm not talking about an extra payment a month. I'm talking about you can accelerate as fast as you want to accelerate it. If you want to do it, you want to cut it down to a half, you can cut it in half. You want to cut it down to a third, you can cut it down to a third. You can start it, stop it. We'll talk about that. But debt, these are the four corners to establish a strong financial foundation. Getting these four. Now, debt, let me say, debt is really the opposite of credit. Right? You wouldn't be in debt if somebody didn't loan you credit. So now we're talking about credit score. Okay? Credit score. So when you borrow money, it'll become cheaper because it's a big difference between 8%, 10%, 18%, 6%. Some mortgages are advertised for home loans 4%. It's a difference between 8% and 18%. See, we have to understand it doesn't matter if it's money for your credit card or money for your home. $100 at 8%, no matter what it's for, it's the same thing as $100 at 18%. $100,000 at 8% is no different than $100 at 18%. See, that's what you have to understand. Car notes at 16%. Well, get your credit score up, brothers and sisters. I'm going to have some brothers come on about credit. Get your credit score up so you can refinance your car, refinance your home, refinance your school debt, refinance or whatever you can do with your mortgage. And by bringing it from 10% to 8% to 6%, you put money back into your pocket without getting a job, without working more hours. We're going to show you how to go to brother, sister, here's your sign. Go to your nearest credit union. Call up every credit union in your area and ask them, do you have to be a member to join? Credit unions are much, much more lenient than banks. We shouldn't have none of our money in a major bank unless it's just pure convenience. But we definitely should have some money at a credit union. They give loans out, car loans, business loans, credit cards, you name it. Brothers and sisters, what you're learning here is learning the game. First, you got to learn the game. Then you got to learn how to play the game to win. We're going to talk about that on another training. The money rules to play the game to win. Money rules to play the game. This is part of that training. Money games to play. This is part of what I cover in knowing the money games to win. There are two sets of rules to the money game. One for the wealthy people, one for the everybody else. And what we're going to teach you here at blackwealthempowerment.com, brothers and sisters, we're going to teach you the rules to the money game to win. The rules to the money game that the wealthy people play. They play these rules. They use tax strategy to lower their taxable income because they need, them and their family need the money more than their country. Isn't that something? So we should feel to believe we need the money, our family need the money, and our nation need the money more than the U.S. government. Legally, by being in business. Legally, by being in real estate. Legally. Not making 50 and lying and saying you're making 30. Because he can find out. And what he can't find out, as we know, he'll lie about. All right? So, brothers and sisters, here's the 4 corners to establish a strong financial foundation. Hope you got something out of it. Hope you got a lot of nuggets you should have. This is just a scratch of the scratch. We haven't really gotten into it. This is just the precursor. I mean, this is just to kind of give you something to think about and let you know that there's a whole nother world out there that we don't have a clue about. See, we stuck on income and we stuck on a job. That's the extent that we have any awareness of this reality. Everything's income, a better job. Then we kick over to expense. That's a necessity. Then some of us might be in debt. Some of us might not be in debt because we burned that bridge. So we can't even be in debt anymore. In taxes, we don't see it because it come out of our check. We're only concerned at the end of the year for a refund. We're going to show you how you can get your refund every month and not at the end of the year. How about that? Would you like it every month when you need it from month to month? To give to number 2 poor from month to month? Give to MUI from month to month? Or you rather do at the end of the year after the government has used your money, not going to pay you any interest, and you get a couple of $1,000 at the end of the year and you feel good. You should feel good, but you should feel better knowing that you get more of your money every month once you learn these tax strategies that we're going to teach you here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, brothers and sisters. And we're going to come out with some training material because this is something that you need to have in front of you. You need to read. You need to flip through pages. You need to absorb. You need to sleep on it. You need to go back through and flip through the pages again. And you need to follow steps. All right. Well, that's it, brothers and sisters. All right. Hopefully you got something out of it. You'll definitely have to go back and look at this over and over and over again, this broadcast. This is one definitely that you should share it with some brothers and sisters. That's about, financial empowerment. That's about being financially free. All right, that's what this is about. That's what you just learned. I'm really getting into the area, brothers and sisters, that I've been blessed and I believe is my purpose to share. Because I should know these things and me and my family benefit, and then you don't know them. It took me, 20 years, 30 years to get where I am with this knowledge and this experience. It shouldn't take you 30 years. And the only reason why it takes you 30 years because I don't share it, one, and then you don't take what I share and do something with it. That's the only reason why it would take you as long as me. Because if not all of this, most of this, I just learned on my own. All right? Just learned on my own. I didn't have anybody like other people do that can say, grab my arm and say, let me show you how this thing works. I went to workbooks and workshops and buying books. I'm still buying books, and just going to courses, seeing what's new because things are always changing. See what's the new twist, the new spin. to see what it is, brothers and sisters, to see what's going on. You have to be actively engaged. Wealth building is not a passive sport. So with that being said, I'll see if I can take some questions real quick, brothers and sisters. Put your questions in. If I don't get to them, if I can't answer them all tonight, I will answer them when I go back through the feed. Let's see what we have here, brothers and sisters. If you have some questions, put in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. And all right, Sister Brandy, it is on its way. Let's see what we have here. If you have any questions, brothers and sisters, go ahead and post them real quick in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. As we wrap up here, we want to let you know once again, if you want some of those free ads that we're giving away, all right? Because I know once we open this floodgate open, brothers and sisters, our brothers and sisters who are not registered, they're going to swarm all over this. And before you know it, you won't even recognize that this is a Nation of Islam platform, because they're going to come over and take over it if we let them. So don't let them. Get with Brother Lawrence. Hit the tab on the side, write down his information on the side of this broadcast, and reach out to the Brother Lawrence, and get that flyer made and get it to me ASAP. All right? All the business people. And here's a special shout out to network marketers. If you're in the network marketing, direct sales, network marketing industry, reach out to me. We're putting together a program for network marketers only. All right. So if you're with ACN, if you're with OrganoGold, if you're with any of those health product providers that are direct sales network marketing, Melaleuca, whatever's out there, Avon, Mary Kay, Sole Purpose. All right. Whatever you're part of network marketing, especially Sole Purpose, because she's the only black one that I know of. All right. So we want you to reach out to me, because we're putting together a special program for network marketing. All right. So reach out to me, Darrell, DARRELL, at blackwealthempowerment.com. Network marketing, calling all network marketers in the Nation of Islam. If you know any of them, brothers and sisters, I'm sure you know somebody that tried to get you to a meeting. Call them up and say, hey, that's another way of inviting. You still involved in network marketing? Great. Now they don't get excited thinking you want to join. Say, great, because I'm a part of this believers only wealth building group, and they're having something special for network marketers, and they're calling all the network marketers. Here's his email. Contact this brother. All right. You have to find something of interest for other people if you want to get them involved. That's very, very, very simple. All right. So, brothers and sisters, Brother Michael Carlos will work out the technicalities next week. Be ready to come on and give us an update. I wish we could have got you on. I don't know. I'm by myself, Brother Michael Carlos. So, you know, we did the best we can, and we'll get you on next week. So, brothers and sisters, we want to thank you as always. We're still on this membership drive. Reach out personally to believers. Reach out personally to the young folks who are doing something that has to do with money and finances and entrepreneurship and business and doing for self. Bring them to the broadcast next week. Bring them. All right. We have to ramp up this membership very, very quickly, because I cannot keep on denying our brothers and sisters who are not members what we have. But we have to take the leadership role, get the speakers program up and running, get you out there, get your website, get with Sister Shanita Muhammad. If you don't have a website, or if your website don't look like a big major corporation website, then you need to get with Sister Shanita. She's in the group. Find her, Sister Shanita. She's building a site for me. You'll see. Sister Shanita, get your website redone. If you got it through Wix, get it redone. If you did yourself, get it redone. You can't make the kind of money that professionals make unless you are operating on a level of professional. And it doesn't always cost you that amount of money. Sister has programs from $9.99 to $29.99, and it covers everything from A to Z, all the bells and whistles. She'll do it all for you. We're wasting time trying to do it ourselves. Saving money, wasting time. The most valuable commodity we have is our time. Give somebody that money, brothers and sisters, to save you some time. Because I often say you're going to be on your deathbed wishing you had that extra time that you spent trying to figure out how to build your own website instead of going out and making you a few more dollars, or going and saving you a few dollars to go and get somebody to build it for you. Get with Sister Shanita. Let her build your site, brothers and sisters. You won't make any money holding on and being niggardly with the money you have and not want to share with other people. Those days are over. Allah is bringing in a new reality, and it's going to be built with those that want to share and give, because they know that the abundance of Allah is sufficient for all of their needs. So, brothers and sisters, put your questions in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. And when we conclude, I'll go through there and answer your questions. And I really, really appreciate you. Let's go out there and get our believers to join us and let them know this is about change. We're about helping the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in a very, very big way financially by collecting, pooling our resources and coming together. Brothers and sisters, make sure you stay connected. Make sure you hit that notification link on our private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group so you can get the posts that you see pop up during the week, so you can see all the things that are happening within the group during the week. All right? Because if you're just going to go from Sunday to Sunday, you're going to miss it. You're going to get left behind. And as one of my mentors said, you don't leave people behind. They just refuse to join you. All right? So we want you to join us. Okay? Because we won't be leaving you behind. You just won't be keeping up. All right, brothers and sisters. So with that being said, Brother Daryl Muhammad coming to you live from Houston, Texas, solo. All right? Because the show must go on. And every step you take, you're getting closer to your destination. So, brothers and sisters, I just want to thank you for allowing this time to be with me. I pray to Allah, Master Farad Muhammad, that you'll take this information and become a whole new person. Go out and buy some books on finances. Go out and buy some books on go to the bookstore and just sit on the floor like you see other people read a couple of pages a week. You got to invest in yourself, brothers and sisters. Time, money, and energy. You can only withdraw what you first deposit. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, thank you once again. See you next week. Hopefully we have brother Rodney Assad and Brother Jesse and Brother Michael. And if not, you definitely, inshallah, God willing, you'll have your brother. And we'll continue as always. With that being said, remember, brothers and sisters, I'll see you at the top, not from the top. You, your family, and our nation deserves your very best. That being said, good night. Assalamu alaikum.